Have you got a wrist injury? Don't worry, you can still stay fit and strong. This workout is 100% wrist friendly with no weight bearing, no dumbbells, and zero pressure on the hands. So let's get into it. We're gonna get started with a quick warm up today. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna warm up those shoulders and the core. So rolling the shoulders around, just start by bringing the shoulders up towards the ears and rolling around, tight into the tummy, feet pushed into the floor, and then start to bring the arms up a little higher with each roll until you have your arms up all the way overhead, brushing past your ears as you roll. Keep that tummy nice and tight. Well done. Good job. Amazing. From here, we're going to bring the arms up to the side as we step out. Some stepping jacks here just to work into some sideways or lateral movement. Now I'm just bringing my arms up to a shoulder level here, but if you feel comfortable to do so, you can bring the arms all the way up overhead to meet in the middle at the top. But just do whatever works for you, work to your level. That is going to be the theme of this workout. And of course, all of my workouts are you just working to your level. Good job. Keep it going. Keep stepping. Bringing that heart rate up just a little bit, preparing your body for what's to come. And take a little rest. Last little warm-up exercise, we're gonna squat down and we're gonna reach up as high as you possibly can. So sitting into a squat, whatever a squat is for you, sitting down into that squat, coming up, reaching up with those fingertips, feeling that stretch through the tummy muscles, coming back down a little lower this time, coming up, reaching up a little bit more, fingertips up to the sky, down again, this time coming up onto those tippy toes. If you can, push yourself up, one more, down as far as you can go, and push all the way up. Well done, amazing work. We're gonna get into this workout now. All you need is a little bit of space. This workout is 100% standing. You don't need any equipment for this workout at all. So if you're ready, let's get started. We're gonna start this session today with a squat and crunch. So the first thing you're gonna do is bring the feet around about shoulder width apart. You're gonna sit into that squat and you're gonna crunch in with one side, sit down and crunch in with the other. So join in when you're ready, bringing that knee up, hands come down to the sides as you're crunching in. Good work. So we've started here an exercise that's going to work into your lower body, working into your core, but also we're working some balance and coordination here, which is super important if you are in midlife and in any stage of menopause and beyond. Just getting that balance really worked on, challenging your brain, keeping you young, fit and strong. Good job. And take your rest. Amazing work. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the arms out to the side. So we're gonna work the shoulders here without lifting any weights. We're gonna do some arm circles. So really small little circles out with the arms. And then when you're feeling ready, we're gonna step to the side, step to the side. So just like we did in our warm up with our little stepping jacks, we're gonna do the same here from a standing position. Keeping those arms circling around and just working on our foot position. Tap, 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 tap. Good job. Well done. Good. So just keep those arms up. Amazing. If they're feeling a little tired, don't worry. You've not got long. Keep going. Just working on that foot position. Know where your foot is in time and space. 3, 2, 1. Amazing work. Good job. We're going to come back to that in just a second, but before we do, we're going to do some crab walks. So we're going to come to the edge of your workspace. You just need a little space to the side of you. We're going to sit down into a little squat position and we're going to walk across. So stepping across, and at the end you're going to come up, you're going to sit back down and go across again. So just work to your level here. You may just have enough space to just go side to side here, okay? And if you do, then that's all you need to do. You just have to work within the space that you have, okay? I'm gonna show you from the side here so that you can see the back is nice and straight. bottom pushed back, and I'm putting my whole foot onto the floor here. I'm not just working onto the side of my foot. I'm not just working onto the tippy toes. I'm putting my whole foot into the floor, really strengthening that connection between my foot and my core. Good job, take a rest. Amazing. We're gonna go back round and we're gonna do that squat with the single leg crunch again. This time, I really want you to focus on adding some power into that squat, but also into that crunch. Really working hard to add that power in. Are you ready? Let's get going. Sit and crunch. Good, sit, crunch. Get that knee up as high as you can. I know for some of you, the knee raise is really tricky for all sorts of reasons, okay? But don't worry, if you have limitations, that's okay. It's not a reason not to move. You just work to your level, just make your adaptations, make your changes. That's okay to do. Just stay mobile. Keep moving. Well done. Sit and crunch. Sit, crunch. Good job. Take a little rest. Amazing. We're gonna do those arm circle jacks again. Now, you can speed these up if you want to with the foot movement, or you can just keep it exactly where it was before. This time, we're gonna reverse the movement of those arm circles. Okay, so if you can't remember which direction you did it in last time, then that's okay. Just go to the position that you would naturally start in and just go the other way. Okay, that's how you're gonna know, because you would have gone to the position or the direction that you're most comfortable with. Okay, so it's okay. No need to stress or panic about any of these workouts. You just get moving, start somewhere. Brilliant work. Tap it out to the side, keep it going, keep that tummy nice and tight. Okay, so don't pull in your toe, you're not sucking in your belly, but you're just holding those muscles nice and tight as if you're wearing a tight belt. Amazing. 2, 1, good job. Back to those crab walks again. So again, just for a visual reminder, you're gonna sit into your position. Heels are pushed into the floor, trying to get that bottom through the wall at the back of you there, and stepping over, coming up, back down, over and over. Are you ready? Let's do this. Over, over, and over. Good job. So really working here on some sideways movement, as you can see. So we're engaging our muscles in a different way, not just moving forwards and backwards, really working on some functional movements here. Down and up. If you want to stay down the whole time, then you absolutely can. You want to challenge yourself, you can add a resistance band here above the knee. Okay, just keep a little tension in that band, and you're going to find that that's super challenging. So you can still work on the core and the legs, even if you can't work into your wrist. Well done. Take a rest. Amazing. We're going to work next into a split squat. So this is kind of like the precursor of a lunge. So this is a really great way to teach a lunge, but I love the split squats just as it is anyway. One foot in front, one foot behind, and bringing the left foot behind, the right foot behind, and I'm going to drop down and come back up again. So I'm going to drop down through the hips and come up through the head, down through the hips, up through the head. The feet stay exactly where they are in position. Okay, so just down and up. Now, I'm working to a full range here. Knee comes down to the mat, but of course, you can work here. Whatever your depth is, whatever feels challenging for you is gonna be really, really beneficial, okay? If it challenges you, it changes you. That's all you've got to remember. So if it honestly feels challenging, you are doing yourself the world of good. Good job, take a little rest. Shake those legs out, because we're gonna go again on the other side. I'm gonna step my right foot forward, and I'm gonna step my left foot back. But just a couple of breaths, just to center myself. Get yourself ready, and let's go. So down and up, good job. Down and up, down through the hips, coming up through the head. So we're not leaning forwards here. We're just working straight down and up. If you need to have a fingertip touch onto a wall, onto the back of a sofa, onto a kitchen work surface while you do this, then please do. Feel free to do that. If you need that additional stability, take it, okay? That is your level. Work there, gain that confidence, and then you can start to move away from that point of contact. Good job. 3, 2, 1, take a rest, fantastic. I'm gonna work into the triceps now, the upper arm here, because even if you have a wrist injury and you can't bear weight through the wrists, it's okay, we can still work into the arms. We'll just use body weight to do it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hinge the hips. So we're gonna push your hips back, a little bend in the knee, arms come behind, and we're gonna push, push, push with those arms. Palms are facing the ceiling. Small little movement here. Push, push, push. Well done. So your body's staying nice and still. Heels are pushed into the floor. So we're engaging through the glutes and also through the core, just really slightly. And we're push, push, pushing those arms up. Working into those triceps, also known as the bingo wing or the bat wing. Such a good little exercise this. Well done, keep it going. You're nearly there. 2, 1, take a little rest, fantastic work. Okay, we're gonna come into a little bit more of a coordination exercise here. Come towards the end of your workspace, a little bit of space in between, in front of you. Feet around about hip width apart. We're gonna step forwards into a nice wide semi-squat and then step back into that narrow position. Are you ready? Let's go. Out and in, switch sides, out and in. Good. Out and down, in, down, down, in. As you start to get more confident, you can sit down into it a little more, okay? And working with our feet out to the side here means we're really focusing not just into the glutes, not just into the quads and hammies, the front and the back of the thigh there. We're also working onto the inner thigh as well, which is so good to get a little workout into as well. So just having our feet nice and wide with the toes turned out, there's a lot of inner thigh going on here. Take a rest. Wonderful work. Okay, back to those split squats again. So we're gonna do our little round back through again, one more time. Now, as you progress, maybe you wanna do this exercise and you can start to hold a light weight now. Then you can hold on to some weights if you would like to. Let's go. Okay, if that is a stage that you're at, that you're starting to rehab those wrists and you're starting to use a really light weight, then you just hold them into your hands here. But if not, if weight's a complete no-go for you at the minute, you can't hold anything, you can't grip, that's not a problem. You just have your hands completely free and you're just working into the legs and into the core, okay? If you find the posture tricky, you can put the fingertips up onto the temples. That's gonna keep the chest open, okay? Find a fixed eye gaze point that you can look at, that's gonna keep your head in position, which is again gonna help you to keep your balance. Take a little rest. Well done. Awesome work. Please, please, please make sure you're just working to your level, okay? You may be really struggling with the depth on that reverse split squat. That's okay, okay? Just bring it up a bit. You can still do these exercises. It's better to move in any way than not to move at all. Let's go again. Down and up. Down and up. Dropping down and coming up through the head. So down through the hips, up through the head. Good. Not leaning on that front knee either. That's something that I see quite a lot. Okay, people leaning on that front leg, pushing down there, trying to get themselves up. If that's you, then you just need to do a really small movement, okay? Best not to lean on that leg. Best not to push your weight forwards. So down and up. Straight line here and up. Good job. Take a little rest. Fantastic. Back into those tricep flutters then. Let's really work on strengthening the upper arm here. We've already managed to work into the shoulders with those arm circles. We're now into the upper arm here. Okay, so there are exercises that you can do to still work the arms. Let's go. Push, push, push. Well done. So keep that back nice and straight. Neck is nice and long. So I've not got my chin down to my chest here or up here. Just really thinking about keeping my neck in its natural, long position. And you can have your ears in line with your shoulders. That's a really great way of thinking is my head in the right place, if you're not sure. But let's push, push, push those arms up. Don't let them drop below the hip line, so they shouldn't be coming here and swinging up in a big movement. It should be a short, sharp pulse, okay? You've got this. Well done. Take a little rest. Back into those V-walks then. So starting at the edge of your workspace with some space in front of you. You really do not need hardly any space at all for this workout, or in fact, most of my workouts, you don't need any room. Just a tiny little bit of space that you can stand up in. Are you ready to go again? Nice and narrow, wide, wide, bring it back. Wide, wide, bring it back. Down, nice and low. Down, nice and low. Good. So this is great, not just for coordination, but just really good for foot placement. So knowing where you are in time and space, where are your feet gonna go? Your brain's having to think about all of these things, putting the foot down, thinking about the order, standing up, sitting down, engaging those muscles in quite quick succession. Well done. And hopefully you haven't traveled halfway across your living room while you've done this. And take a rest. Well done. Good, good job. Okay, so we're really thinking about challenging you in a different way, not just doing a load of squats and saying, there you go, that's your wrist-friendly workout. Let's get into a bent over fly next. So again, we're gonna push the hips back, bring the arms down in front, bend in the elbows, palms are facing, and we're gonna open up, squeeze those shoulder blades, and come back down. Squeeze and down, opening up into the chest here, working into the chest, but also working into the upper back, okay? So we're working into the upper back, around the scapula, the shoulder blades here, the base of the neck, all of the muscles that help to keep the shoulders in place, okay? Through the chest at the front, through the upper back, all of those supporting muscles that are gonna help to keep your upper body strong, straight, and in alignment. Good job. Well done. Take a little rest. We're coming back to that in just a moment, but before we do, we've got another slightly complex exercise. We're gonna come up to the fingertips onto the temples. My right elbow is gonna come to my right knee, and then I'm gonna go cross to my left knee. Are you ready? Right to right, then across to left. Let's go. So right to right and cross to left. Right to right, cross to left. So this is a complex exercise here, designed again to challenge your brain, but also to challenge your body. Okay, so we're working here into the obliques. So they're the muscles that are your waist muscles. Also working some rotation through the spine, which keeps the spine and the hips nice and healthy. Balance is here as well. So loads and loads for your body to get that stimulus, to stimulate change, okay? Take a little rest, we're gonna go on the other side in just a second. Because we want this exercise to really stimulate your body to say, okay, you need to make some changes here. This is how you're gonna do it. And it doesn't work if you're just doing the same thing that you always do. It's really good to get yourself into a position where you're starting to challenge yourself. Okay, you ready? We're gonna go left to left and then across to right. Left to left, cross to right. Good. And exactly the same as I said before, with the knee, okay? It does not matter if you can't get the knee up all the way. You just do what you can. Good. Well done. Keep it going. Brilliant work. And keeping these fingertips up onto the temples here. They're not behind my neck. I'm not pushing my head forwards. Just keeping them up onto the temples here just keeps that postural alignment. Take a little rest. So it helps to keep the chest open. It stops us from sagging forwards here. So at least if you're not able to use the wrist, you're still able to work on that upper body. Keep yourself up, strong, straight, and confident. Let's go back into our bent over fly. So push those hips back. Arms come in front, bend into the elbow. Let's go. Open and close, open and close. Breathing it through, not holding your breath, not jerking. Okay, so we're not coming up and jerking the head forwards. Okay, it's not an aggressive movement here. We're really working on control, We're working on really challenging the movement, keeping it really, really controlled and precise. Keeping the head in alignment. Good job. And these are all movements that we do in our workouts here on this channel with weights, and obviously here without weights. Take a little rest. Well done. Good job. So these are really great actually because they're going to prime you for when you are maybe better, when you've rehabbed that wrist injury and you can get back into adding weights. You're going to already have that strength to do these movements, and you're just going to be adding those weights in just to challenge yourself even more. Fingertips up onto temples, right to right, across to left, right to right, and across to left. Well done. Amazing work. If you are enjoying this workout, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share with a friend, let somebody know that you found this great workout. Leave me a comment, let me know you're here. I don't know you're here if you don't tell me you're here. So leave me a comment and let me know so that I can cheerlead you on. Okay, if you have a wrist injury, let me know that this was helpful to you. As you can see, I'm carrying one of my own at the minute. And these are the exercises that I'm doing. Take a rest to just keep myself strong as I'm working on rehabbing this injury here as well. So we are in the same boat. And if you don't have a wrist injury, but you're enjoying this workout and you've added some weights and you've added some resistance bands, then let me know about it. Tell me, I would love to know. Back over to the other side then, so left to left and across to the right. Down, across. Good job, well done. And if you enjoy at-home workouts and you want even more, then you can join the channel, okay? So you can become a member of the channel and get some exclusive perks. Just really helps to support the channel. You can join in on our live sessions on a Tuesday and a Friday. There's more about those in the description of the channel. There's loads of good stuff here. So make sure that you are subscribed. Take a little rest. Well done, amazing work. We're gonna get into our cool down now. Stay with me if you can. We're just gonna be here for a couple of minutes and it really will help you out to just stretch out, bring that heart rate back down and round off your workout nicely. Okay, let's get into a tricep stretch. So we work these muscles here. We're just gonna stretch them out. Hand comes down between the shoulder blades and I'm just gonna very lightly push down on my elbow. Now, if you can't put any pressure at all through that hand, okay, I just want you to rest it there. Don't push, just rest it there, okay? If you can put a little pressure through, just give a little push down just above the elbow as you reach down between the shoulder blades. Well done. Good job. Let's switch sides. Again, if you can't put any pressure through that hand, don't worry. Just rest it on the top, okay, just so you're in the right position so that when you are able to, okay, you're not changing your position, you're not unlearning something. Okay, good job. Well done. Amazing work. Brilliant. Fantastic. From here, we're just gonna bring the feet out nice and wide. We're gonna reach up and stretch over. So stretching out through the side here. We've worked our side. Okay, we've worked through our waist muscles, our oblique muscles. So just have a nice little stretch here. You can let your hand hang down. You can have your hand on your waist. I don't mind what you wanna do here, but just don't push in. Okay, don't contort your body by pushing in to try and get that stretch even more. Well done. Up and over to the other side. Breathing through, really trying to get that heart rate back down to a resting level or close to it. And starting to just feel the benefit of having moved now for around about 20 minutes. Amazing. And take a little rest there. The final thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna work to remobilize the spine. So just a little forwards fold here, feet around about hip, shoulder width apart, whatever feels comfortable for you. And we're just gonna roll down, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out as you roll down, nice and slow. Coming down, if you can touch the floor. If not, you can bend the knees and touch the floor if you'd like to. It doesn't matter, that's not necessarily your objective. You just get yourself down. We're gonna stretch out through the back of the legs here and also at the spine. and draw yourself back up when you are ready. Breathing yourself up and take a little rest. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this session. Like I said, please leave me a comment. Let me know that you enjoyed this session. Let me know how you found it. Let me know if there's more you want to see. Do you want more wrist workouts like this? What do you want to see? Just let me know in the comments and I will add your suggestions to my recording schedule. Thank you so much for joining me. I cannot wait to see you at the next one. Take care and see you soon. Bye.